everyone. So I thought I'd do this tag I'd seen floating around on YouTube. It's called Stay-at-Home Mom, Working Mom tag. And I will post actually in the comments the questions that I'll be doing so you can do this yourself if you're a mom. And I'd love to hear your answers. So please, share it with me and that'd be great. So let's get started. They start off actually with some generalized questions and then they do more specific questions to stay-at-home moms or working moms. So question number 1, are you a stay-at-home mom or a working mom? As of right now, I'm a stay-at-home mom. What made you come to that decision? Good question. I was a working mom actually and worked full-time, and unfortunately with the economy I was laid off from my job, and this was 4 years ago after my first son was born. He was about 2 months old when I was laid off from my job. And although it was a very difficult time, my husband and I talked a lot about what we were going to do from this point on. I had already stayed home for about 2 or 3 weeks and just fell in love with the time that I spent with my son, and we both decided, my husband and I decided to try to make it work, and decided it'd be the best thing for us is to have me to stay home. So that's how it happened. Was your mom a stay-at-home mom or a working mom? My mom was a stay-at-home mom. She actually was a nurse before she was married and before she had kids, but once she got married and decided to start a family, she decided it would be best to stay home. How old are your children? I have 2 boys, 4 and 1. Are you part of any mom groups or play groups? Yes, I am. I'm part of both, a play group and also a mom's group, which is called MOPS, Mothers of Preschoolers, and I highly recommend it to moms out there. There is a local MOPS in your community. I would definitely sign up and join. It's great. So some stay-at-home mom questions. Number 1, did you always know you wanted to be a stay-at-home mom? No, I never wanted to, never thought about, just never wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. I always thought I'd be working. I actually never wanted kids until I got married. Just not that I didn't like kids, I loved them, but for me, I just never felt ready to have kids. So no, I never planned on being a stay-at-home mom. How long do you plan to stay home? Well, that's a good question right now. Ideally, I would love to stay home, but right now my husband and I are talking about having me go back to work part-time because of the recession and our finances. Things are changing, and so it's pretty much a good possibility that I'll be going back part-time soon. I don't know when yet, but probably soon. Did you go to school before becoming a stay-at-home mom? Yes, I did. I got my bachelor's degree in communications, so yes, I did. If you worked before having children, do you miss it? Yes, I did work before having children. Do I miss it? No. Do I miss getting up early and sitting in rush hour traffic, having to be somewhere on time to get dressed and deal with a boss and the day-to-day? No, I don't miss any of that at all. No. Do I miss the adult conversation? Sure, I do miss more adult interaction, during the day. You don't get a lot of that as a stay-at-home mom, so. But do I miss the daily? And I was never one that was an overachiever type person. I like to work, but I don't miss anything about it. No. What was your job career before you became a mom? I was a public relations director. What does your partner do for work? My husband works in print journalism. He is an editor, so I'll leave it at that. Do you have a daily routine or just go with the flow day by day? That's a good question. It really depends. It really depends on the kids and their moods, and I do have a schedule. We make sure that they eat the same time every day, for their breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snacks, and we keep our nap schedules, but we always are able to, change things around if we need to, just to make things work for the kids. It really depends on the kids and their moods and how much they got, how much sleep they got the night before or whatever. I do have certain days we do certain things or plan different activities, but we pretty much stay to a schedule, but I am very much open to changing it if I need to. Do you keep up with the housework, or is it shared with your husband or partner? I do a lot of the housework, yes. The dishes and laundry and cleaning. My husband does a lot of work outside, and he also cooks. He's a great cook and likes to cook. So, but as far as the majority of the housework, yes, that's me. Do you do anything on the side to earn extra money? If so, what? I do a little bit of work. I do some freelance journalism work from time to time. It's not a real steady thing. I do it once in a while. So yes, I do some work, not a lot. I wish I could do more. I would love to have a business at home. I just still can't think of something that would work well with us. But no, I don't have anything really full-time that I do on the side kind of thing. So what is one thing that you love about being a stay-at-home mom? I love everything about it. There's not a lot I don't like. The big thing is just being able to watch my kids grow up, to be there for their first step, for their first word, to watch them change day to day, to be the person that's with them, and there's not a daycare worker or a nanny, it's me. I'm the one there watching my children grow, being with them during the most important parts of the day, being with them during the day, in the mornings when they wake up, in the afternoon. Those are the times when kids are at their best. I mean, their moods are better. When you get past dinner time, the time that most people that work 9 to 5, they come home, the kids are exhausted. That time of day, and they're hungry, that time of day is horrible. And to be around your kids in the morning, in the early afternoon, when they are really at their best, it's wonderful. It's just a great place to be home, and to know that I am the person that's with them, that is watching them grow. It's just such a blessing. I just love that part of it. What is one thing you hate about being a stay-at-home mom? I hate laundry. I hate cleaning. I hate to cook. I hate all of that stuff. If I could just do the activities with my kids and just be around them and not have the laundry and the dishes, I think that would be great. But as a stay-at-home mom, it's kind of, you're in charge of the whole house. So if I could just concentrate on the kids, that'd be great. I am not one of those moms, and I refuse to be one of those moms that is constantly cleaning, always doing something. I don't want my kids to grow up and say, yeah, my mom was home, but she never spent time with us. I am the first one to get on the floor and play with my kids and let the sink just pile up and the laundry pile up. That's fine with me, as long as my kids are taken care of. Of course, we need to clean. There are routines that we have to have, and to keep the house going, of course. But my kids are my priority, so if I could just get rid of doing the housework, I think that would be great, and it is hard not having also conversations. I mean, you are out with other moms, but I find that you're always talking about your kids. So I think having other conversation with women or friends outside of being a stay-at-home mom is hard. Anyway, so that pretty much completes the tag. Again, I have the questions in the comments if you'd like to do your own tag. So hope you enjoyed listening to me ramble on. Bye for now.